Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And now running right through him. Accelerating, and off he goes. 30, past the 20. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Leopard!
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Leopard! Watch him now, Barney!
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down. Now let's go! 3-19!
On play action, Allen. And his throw is incomplete. Quincy Enunwa couldn't reel that one in, and it's 3rd and 4.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Allen gonna throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
51-yard punt, a loss on the return.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Target! Down! Black 25!
Now a play fake here on 1st first down. Out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Hey, alert 48.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He sets to fire deep. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Curley. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
To throw, it's Allen being chased to the left. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
To the air, Allen. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So he's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Lorenzo Alexander brings him down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
From the end zone, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Oh, yeah! Tight end left. We got 4.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check 4. Single.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And some space here. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Well, sometimes a tough game to figure out. One play he looks so good, and then the next play so bad, going backwards.
Yeah, in a span of 2 plays, you go from hero to GOAT, right, to use one of the cliches. But I think what often happens is you have a big run, and sometimes you try and do too much with your next one.
Here's Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
On 1st down, Watson. Left side completes a QT. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
49 the mic.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Richmond. Watch tight end's right. Tight end's right. Black 99 Philly. Hey, we got 4.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Well, getting to the quarterback, that's an area Buffalo really wants to improve this season.
Hard to believe they went to the playoffs last year. Just 27 sacks on the season. Would that rank in the league 29th
Tied
overall?
for 29th,
Tied for 29th. If they want to get back to the playoffs, they'll have to up that number deep into the 30s.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, A very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Second down, here's Allen. It's complete, right side to Benjamin. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Buffalo stops the clock.
Leopard! 3 down.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And this one is incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Detroit!
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he'll take this one down to McCoy. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And now out comes Houston. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Here's Darkwa. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
9-yard gain on the play.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Down. Black 22.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover for his squad.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
You got three down. 10, black 22, black 22. Hey.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. They find some open field here. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and the nose of the football. Here's Watson, option left. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey.
They're going for it. It's Watson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. This give is to McCoy. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Leopard! We got three.
Allen looks to throw on second down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Watch it now, Barney.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The Bills on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
3 down.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He finds Corey Davis. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Black 99 Philly.
On the run, Darkwa. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Texans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Watson. Got an open man, it's QT. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Texans will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game in the second half, no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. On play action, Allen. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 12 yards that time and a Bills 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. But I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Allen going to throw, eluding the pressure right. Caught. This is Ivory. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
To throw on 2nd down. Allen. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 down.
Here's McCoy. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, I believe that they were in 4-down territory, and that's what they were thinking. But after the loss, I've got to kick the field goal. No way I'm going to go for it in this situation. But you know, some of these coaches, they're extremely unpredictable, and they may go ahead and press it.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Richmond.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Lorenzo Alexander in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Tiger.
To throw on second is Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. Watson now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far, 1st and 10. Watson on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Two jet.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Check 52. Come back. Tiger. I'm here all day.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. First target, first catch at a first down. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey.
They'll run it out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a poor return exacerbated by a holding call makes this 1st and 10 back inside their own 5. In his own end zone, the talent. And Davis with it left side. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. 10th carry now for Moore. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. You gave the stat early on that he's one of just 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards last year, and then you said they needed to bottle him up for under 100 yards. He's way under 100 yards.
Bottom line, he's had virtually no success whatsoever.
And because of that, among a couple other reasons, they're down on the scoreboard. To the flat, that's complete to his running back. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Leopard! Leopard! You got three down.
On play action, Allen. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes the playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
23 yards on the play.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Tackle made by the second-round pick, Isaiah Oliver.
Leopard! Leopard! Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
Again, it's Ivory. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Bills on third down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Bills on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
3 down.
To throw, it's Allen. Aduno's got it, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. Stuff to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he'll get this this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
Allen off the play fake. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Monte Nicholson picks it.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Watson hands this to Foreman. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.